Gary Kayye. We're here in Dallas, Texas at the Almo E4 AV Tour. First stop for the 2014 tour, and I'm joined by Jamie Finnegan. Jamie Finnegan you're basically in charge of control systems for Almo.
Correct. Yeah, I'm the business development manager for control solutions for Almo for all things tied to AMX as well as the Barco product line.
Now, what's interesting about the position that you're in is that you really don't have you don't mind which control system they're using as long as they're educated on how to do it right. Would you say that?
Well, that's at the core of what what the BDMs bring to the table is we bring our concise expertise in the areas that we are focused on to help the dealers succeed in applications that use control. My specific is using control. So a dealer hopefully would turn to us for that direction and that guidance, and I would bring my expertise and experience to help that.
Now, there's a big trend, as you know, for these, what they're calling huddle rooms, small rooms where you can kind of just have a meeting really quick, connect to a monitor or a projector that's mounted in the ceiling, and not have the complexity of all the gazintas and gazatas, all the source wiring and all the stuff there, and they want to do it wirelessly. But control is a factor there because even though it's fairly simple, I mean, ClickShare, for example, is really simple. You have a button, but you're also going to want to connect that to the rest of the facility and also to the rest of the rooms. So where is that moving? I mean, how do you integrate control in those types of facilities?
Yeah, I mean, there's kind of two schools of thought. The one school of thought is that having a free-form, ad hoc, on-the-fly collaboration solution has real value. People can just come in, they can plug in, they can share and go, and there's nothing that gets in the way. There's no force field that blocks them from being able to do that seamlessly, right? So there's that side of it. The flip side of it is to bring an administrative layer that's kind of over the top of that still doesn't block that efficiency, right? So,
yeah, I mean, for example, you don't want the room on all the time. Somebody may forget to turn it off, and then you also have resetting it because somebody may not have switched inputs properly, and the next person coming in won't figure out how to use it.
True, and also too, and furthermore, you also don't want whatever administrative layer that's over the top of that to get in the way of the free-form interfacing of that technology. So I think what you're going to see is a balanced approach from companies like Barco, who are going to offer an admin control layer that kind of comes over the top of that can manage it as an AV asset as part of like a resource management or a fusion type application. Or you're going to see see some advancing technologies tied to that will allow them to manage access rights, who can come in, who can't. I mean, one of the things that's so effective and so beautiful about the ClickShare is it's very free form, but if it's put into an environment where they need to manage who has access to it, there's no way for them to do that.
And you could do that way. And actually, Barco mentioned to me today that they are going to make their product compatible with both the Crestron and AMX control protocol so that they can be managed through their room management and enterprise management systems, which is a good idea. What is the looking at control room or looking at rooms, there's lots of different levels of control now. I mean, it used to be that there was only one type of control system, but now you have control systems that are sort of pre-programmed, and then you have ones that are partially programmed, and then ones that are fully programmable. What is sort of leading the pack right now? Is there a trend more towards pre-programmed control systems, or is there still the trend in customization?
On the high-end side, the science projects will always be there. There'll always be a need for that, and so there'll always be a need for a Crestron or an AMX type control system that's wide open, can be adopted to any application at any size and at any level. But certainly the scalable business is built around pre-programmed control interfaces and boxes that support that. So like something like an RPM, a Rapid Project Maker that AMX has, it leverages what the cloud can do, not only from a configuration standpoint, but from a deployment standpoint. So now a dealer can go in and they can take advantage of what RPM does to not only pre-configure the job out of the box, ready to go in a very short amount of time, but then also deploy it very efficiently. So there's that, and I think you're going to see that continue to evolve. I mean, AMX and companies like AMX have invested a lot of money in really leveraging what those technologies can do and what they can do in the cloud. So that's a broader discussion maybe for another time, but that impacts where we're going with this, and you're going to see that continue to advance.
So if an integrator is obviously an Almo customer and they don't have the expertise in programming AMX control systems, you're the first stop for them.
Yeah, and I would certainly be able to help them not only put that together from the pieces and parts side, but also from an understanding as to what RPM can and can't do. So they know kind of where the box is and what falls outside the box so they don't make a mistake with it.
All right, well, this has been a discussion with Jamie Finnegan. Jamie Finnegan he's basically in charge of control systems for Almo, and you can check out Almo at almoproev.com, and of course, if you want to see the videos that we shot on all the products we talked about here just now, both the control system products and since you mentioned the ClickShare product, all you got to do is click on videos, you can see it all. So thanks for joining us today, Jamie, and thanks for watching.
Thank you.